Hi guys, it's Jennifer Don Gaviola, and I felt really moved to share this message today. I thought about waiting to next week, but I really feel compelled to talk about it. So this topic that I feel inspired to talk about, I titled this live, The Real Cost of Being Inconsistent in Your Business. The real cost of being inconsistent in your business. So this, actually, before I get started, I want to share something fun. So I'm wearing this outfit, vintage top I found, and look, I'm also wearing the vintage Prada heels that I posted in our Quiet Voice Big Impact community. Got these bad boys for, what was it, like $43? Yeah. Just wanted to start off with that. Good vibes. Okay, back to the topic. The topic I wanted to talk about was the real cost of being inconsistent in your business. So there's this theme of value and cost that's been like coming up in my space lately, and I always pay attention to like synchronicities and signs like that. So it feels like this is a topic that needs to be talked about. So I was tuning into it, and there's a few like things I wanted to share about this. So if you're not seeing results in your business consistently, it's not that you don't have the talent or the passion or the vision. You actually do. It's because you're not being consistent. Like the people that need you don't see you enough. They don't know who you are, and they don't know how you can help them, right? So it's really important that like you commit to being consistent, because then you will be top of mind for people that actually need you, right? So before I share like the real cost of like being inconsistent in your business, I wanted to just talk about there's many reasons why, especially as introverts, that we aren't inconsistent or not consistent, is because well, there's many things, right? So the first thing I've seen in my personal experience, but also with like clients and just people I engage with, you're not being consistent because you're not clear on your voice and your messaging, right? You don't know what to say, or you don't feel aligned with your voice, right? You just don't feel really grounded and solid on how to communicate your message and your brand. You're not clear on your self-worth. And I'm going to expand on these in a minute. And then you're also not clear on your value, and therefore you don't charge enough, right? So all totally normal. I've experienced all of these, so there's nothing wrong with feeling these, feeling like this or experiencing this, but I just wanted to address these so you could really get the traction in your business that you deserve and make the money and the success that you deserve. So let's talk about like the real cost of being inconsistent in your business. So the first one is time, your time. So if you're being inconsistent, like being visible, and you're not being clear when you are showing up, you're definitely losing time, valuable time, because when you're not clear on your voice and your messaging, it really does cost you time, because you're spending time creating content, maybe not meeting with qualified leads, but you're spending so much time creating content that maybe is not clear on what your ideal clients actually need, right? So your messaging is not consistent with like really what you need to share, and it doesn't lead to sales. So I've seen this many times. Again, like you take the time, you think you're checking it off your list, your to-do list, you're creating the content, right? But it may not be, again, really aligned with who you are, to create that resonance, to attract the right people, and the content may not be really clear as to like how clear on what your ideal clients actually need, so they know they want to reach out to you and seek your support, right? So time is the first thing, that one of the real costs of being inconsistent. Just your time is super, super valuable. Okay, so the second thing, another cost of being inconsistent is your energy. And this is definitely speaks to being an introvert. Um, just being visible in general, whether you're introvert, extrovert, ambivert, doesn't matter. It does take a lot of energy to put yourself out there consistently, right? But what I found is like being an introvert, if you're an empath, if you're HSP, highly sensitive person, that sometimes you don't have enough energy left to be visible because you're putting more of your energy is getting really tied up in being overthinking and being overly self-critical and judging yourself and judging your content. Is it even good enough? Does it make sense? Sometimes we go into people pleasing. We say what we think we're supposed to say because we're trying to seek validation, or you're giving too much. So doing all that actually ties up your energy, and therefore you feel drained. So you don't have the energy to actually speak up consistently with your voice in a really aligned way. And so it reaches the right people. And you don't have, any energy to be consistent in your business because it has been, again, so tied up in all of this, in a way, it's self-sabotage, really. You're focusing on you instead of being of service. And it's all a part of this journey. Believe me, I've gone through, it's taken me years to get to this place where I feel like being visible really gives me life instead of taking from me. So your energy is definitely one of the real costs of being inconsistent in your business. The next one is your money, okay? Because you may not be clear on the value that you give through your expertise. Well, the real cost is loss of income, right? So let's say, best case scenario, your ideal, how much you want to make per month in your business, let's say it's $10,000. If you're hiding, if you're being inconsistent, if you're unclear on your message, and ultimately undercharging, that is, let's say you want to make $10,000 for 3 months, that's $30,000 of lost income, And so if you put it like that, I mean, that's a real eye opener, right? Because this is like, there's reasons why we hold ourselves back and hide and not show up consistently. But ultimately you have your business. Yes, we want to serve and impact people's lives, and you want to make money. You want to get paid for what you offer because what you offer is of great value. And so you have to make money in your business to continue to grow and expand and serve, right? So if you're stuck, right, and being inconsistent for whatever reason, any of these reasons I'm talking about, you're losing potentially in that scenario $30,000, right? So to me, when I put it in that way, thought about it like that, it really was an eye opener. It's like, oh my gosh, I really need to heal those things that are holding me back so I can really show up and serve fully. Which leads me to my last cost of being inconsistent is your impact, right? If you're not being consistent and showing up, being clear on your messaging, being clear on your voice, and not really focusing on what your ideal clients need to hear, sharing your value, the people that actually need you are going to miss you. You're going to miss that impact on the people that you're actually meant to serve. I really believe, I've heard this a lot recently, there's certain people that you're divinely assigned to serve, and if you don't show up, that has a direct impact on those people's lives, right? There are people waiting on you. I've had people say to me, clients say, oh, I've prayed for a mentor like you. I've prayed for a coach like you. And so but I can only meet that person and serve that person when I actually show up, right? If I show up, then they know who I am and how I help, right? So I hope this helps you see things in a new light in terms of, I know visibility as an introvert, being visible, putting yourself out there consistently without feeling drained. I know it's a challenge, but I want you to my hope is that you really take this in and recognize that, you for whatever reasons that is causing you to be inconsistent and showing up fully and clearly, it is costing your valuable time, your valuable energy, your peace of mind really around the energy piece. Because if you're focused so much on like your insecurities, that robs you of your peace of mind in serving in a really full and whole and healthy way, right? And your money, it costs you your money. If you're hiding out, if you're not being clear, if you're not showing up consistently, that's a lot of money that you could be making. So there's a lot of potential income, right? And the last thing is your impact, right? There are people, again, praying for you to show up, right? So I encourage you to show up for yourself, choose you, show up for yourself, because there are people out there who are not waiting for you to be perfect. They want you to just show up, right? So you can help them. So what I encourage you to do is get the support that you need to consistently and clearly share your value, okay? Because what I found is whenever I've sought support, that's when my business has skyrocketed to a new level. And actually today I saw a post and I shared it in our Quiet Voice Big Impact community about, value and cost. Your people are definitely going to see what you have to offer in terms of the value that you bring, not at a cost. The people that are not for you will be worrying about the pricing, how much is that, because they see it as like a cost to them. Like, what am I going to lose if I invest in you, or even if I invest in myself? But your right people are going to recognize your value because they can see, they have resonance with you, and they can see that you can help them reach their desired goals, and they see the investments as value. It will help them move them forward in their business, help move the needle, help them reach their desired goals. So I just really encourage you to really feel into like your own value and what this is really costing you for if you're hiding out or keeping yourself from really showing up fully and consistently. Okay, so if this resonates with you, I encourage you to schedule a complimentary discovery call with me. You can email me at info@dawningsoul.com, or you can send me a private message. And I actually do have just a few spots left in my Quiet Voice Big Impact Mastermind, which is starting this month. So if you need help really getting clear on your voice and your messaging, feeling really aligned with who you are, and then having that strong foundational piece in order to share your message, to share your impact, to share like your value with the people that need you, so you can attract the right clients and ultimately make the money that you want, I encourage you to reach out. If you need help with getting clear on your self-worth, I'm telling you, this whole mindset piece, really letting go of all the self-sabotage of feeling like you're not good enough, or your content's not good enough. Who's going to care if you show up? Like that is really, I think, such a big part in you creating sustainable success, especially as an introverted entrepreneur. So if you need help with really moving past those blocks that are keeping you from really creating the success you deserve, definitely reach out. And then also the mastermind will also help you if you need help getting clear on your value, so you can get paid what you're worth, right? Not to undercharge, really to be clear on how your expertise can help someone really reach their desired goals. I highly suggest you reach out and send me a email or a message and see if this is a good fit for you, because 2020 is 6 months away, right? And again, what I found is it's really important for you to reach new levels. It's really helpful, and I feel like imperative to get the support that you need. We all, on our turtle way, can go at a steady pace and figure things out on our own, which is great. That's definitely a part of our process, trusting our own discernment. And what I found is give yourself permission to allow your journey to be easier and to get the support that you need, so you can, again, propel to a new level in your business, more money, more impact, more clients, more freedom for you. This is a holiday weekend. celebrating freedom. And that's what I genuinely want for you, right? To create that sustainable success that gives you the time, the freedom, the money, the impact that you ultimately want, right? Okay, guys. Well, I am going to rest the rest of the holiday weekend. I hope you will too. And I genuinely hope that this message really resonates with you, because in our Quiet Voice Big Impact community, our Facebook group, I feel so called to help support you on your journey. So I hope this message lands for you today. Would love to know your biggest takeaways. And again, reach out if you want to connect and see how we can together, help you reach a new level in your business so you can have more impact and more success, especially as an introvert, because I know. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a blessed weekend, and I will talk with you next week. Bye, guys.